I now wish to test it.
I'm sorry, I fight best when we're both naked. You know, if you really wish to test my skill. Amazing start. Good looking human being. Amazing color combo. Purple hair, Warlock approved. Got the twirly noodle hair. Just kinda out there, but I dig it. I've never seen this chick before. She looks nice. Bro, how are these games getting increasingly worse at showing off the characters and the character select? Or I suppose we're worse, since we're doing this in reverse? I can't see most of her drip, but I can see that her bust covers half the characters, which is Mortal Kombat approved. I think she missed the point of tying her hair back so it doesn't get in the way. Any cat fight will start with pulling at that wormhole of a hair strain, but it looks cool. Good start.
Gill, the time has arrived.
Oh my god, this is the PC Master Race dude. We found him. Holy fuck, this is exactly what I imagine he looks in real life. Pure Aryan. Except he's half Indian and half dead. Slept on his left side last night and somehow cut off all blood flow to it. Is this a Todoroki situation where he has fire powers and ice powers? It's pretty cool. This character is made to make you feel inadequate. I love it. Every single woman on the planet is envious of that floating hair. Possibly main material if his gameplay is great. Except his name is Gill. Of course it is.
Kage.
Devil Ryu? What am I looking at? Okay. This to Ryu is what Devil Jin is to Jin. But on the plus side, this looks like a much more interesting version of Ryu. Yo, Eliza, I think I found a proper suitor for you. If neither of these two fucks have devil-like powers, this is gonna be the biggest disappointment ever. And his name is Kage, which means shadow, and I know that because I watched Naruto. That is all the Japanese I know, that is all the Japanese I need to know. You're welcome. Lesson's over. You now speak Japanese, the important part.
Falke.
I'm ready. Now begin.
Falke? Is this announcer stupid or something? There's an E at the end there. It's Falke. Falke, yeah. Did you order some beers? Here it comes the Falke with the beers. I'll be honest, the green lipstick is a bit much. It's a weird color for lipstick and makeup in general, in my opinion. In my expert fashionista opinion. I do know this character, or at least I've heard of them. I always called them Falke, though. There's several species of characters in Street Fighter. There's the martial arts species, which is like the Kens and the Ryus, who all look the same. There's the big dumb brute species, and then there's the I want to plunge the whole world into communism species, of which this chick is a part of, Bison is a part of, probably Sea Viper is a part of. What was that guy's name? God, think of boring names. Ed? Was it Ed? Ed or Bob or some shit? It was basically a gender swap version of this character. I have to say, the female version makes a little bit more sense. With the hair and everything. She looks like Charlize Theron. You guys remember that movie where it was in the future and she was this highly trained assassin? The one scene where she rips the earring off that other chick? This looks like that. Now I'm salty that Charlize Theron is 20 years too old to play this character. But yeah, good design. She rocks that uniform nicely.
I see your future. Wanna know who wins?
Not me. And then she runs off. Just runs off the battlefield. Wouldn't that be funny? Fun. Okay, so I have played like 15 minutes of Street Fighter V ages ago. So some of these characters I remember. Some of these characters I know what they look like. Didn't actually play with most of them, but I recognize even the music. And I have to say, the whole music and aesthetic of Street Fighter V compared to Street Fighter 6, they're both cool, but I prefer 5. It just looks more clean, more like what I expect from Street Fighter somehow. Characters look a little bit more fun too. Anyway, this is one of the characters that I remember. I remember not only her look, but also how she moves. And I have to say, she's a masterclass in personality in fighting games. A lot of the things that Mortal Kombat doesn't understand about fighter identity, they could learn from this character, or Street Fighter in general, but this character specifically. Everything from the way she moves, how her animations look, her power set, everything informs her personality. Everything communicates it to you. Every single move, gesture, word, special attack. I think it's safe to say without knowing anything about Street Fighter that this is probably one of the fan favorites. She's cool design, good color scheme, nothing too busy, nothing too simplistic either. Great overall character flavor. I wonder if this is made to rival Zafina from Tekken. Because it seems like she's going in that direction, even with the color scheme, like the purple and whatnot, and the orbs and the magic and the exotic influences. You gotta remember, these franchises like mirror each other closely because they're competitors, except Mortal Kombat. No one gives a fuck about Mortal Kombat. Which in a way is an advantage for it, and it's allowed it to evolve on its own and do its own thing, and thus stand out a little bit. Mortal Kombat really does look like its own thing, whereas everything else kind of looks samey a lot of the times. They have a martial arts character, now we have to make a martial arts character. They have a magical Egyptian character, we need one too. 2. They have a hot Arab. We need a hot Arab. They have a big dumb Johnny Bravo fighter. We need like 6 dumb Johnny Bravo fighters. But this is the rare case where both of these stand out. Like both Zafina and Menat stand on their own 2 feet. So that's really cool.
Akuma, you will feel my wrath.
Akuma Matata. Please don't eat me. Now I know Akuma from the last game, or rather the future game. This is gonna get weird really fast. From Street Fighter 6. I like the character. Out of all the big dumb brutes, he was the only one that elicited any kind of interest from me. But I'm surprised that this is his main outfit. I speculated in Street Fighter 6 that the one where he's just got the ponytail, what is it? I'll show the design on screen. That this one was his main outfit traditionally, but I guess I was wrong. It was the hobo outfit all along. I like the character, not a fan of this particular design. It just seems a little bit messy, but overall Akuma Matata is a win.
Alex, this will be perfect for a warm-up.
Okay, we're slowly veering into the more generic side of Street Fighter. The blonde hair, the headband, the big muscles, the generic name. This guy seems like a pretty okay version of that trope, all things considered. His hairdo isn't standard, he has a nice face, he inspires confidence, and even the generic name I kinda like. I always liked Alex as a name. Yeah, if he has a couple interesting gameplay mechanics, I'm fine with him. That makeup makes him look like he's crying blood though.
I'm summoning a storm.
Rashid. And here we have Rashid in his Spec Ops The Line gear, queuing up to play some PUBG. He looks like a Fortnite character. I'm not racist, but when I see a mean-looking Arab with a grin on his face and a backpack, I'm not getting in a bus with him. He's always so happy. Is this the womanizer in Street Fighter? Which one of these guys is the womanizer? Every game has one. I need to know who's the equivalent of Johnny Cage. I need a Johnny Cage.
Rainbow Mika.
Totally make this look cool!
The shape is a little bit over the top. Nice upper shelf. I like that they're a bit parted. Instead of mushed together, it's a nice change. The white is also a good choice. Something like black or red or leather would have been too much attention. As if you could steal any more. Yeah. 9.5 out of 10. Oh, hello, there's a character there. I mentioned we don't see enough of the characters in the character screen. I think this is a case where we need to cover up more of the character so that I can focus on the face. I've seen this chick everywhere, in every Street Fighter tournament, every online gameplay video. She must be a fan favorite. I have no idea why. She clearly has nothing going for her. This is like if Dee Dee from Dexter's Lab discovered plastic surgery and had infinite money. This is what she'd become. I like how they gave her boobs the size of a physio ball, huge cleavage, loads of skin revealed, pretty face, pigtails, blonde hair, and then they're like, yeah, but she's a wrestler and a tomboy, so that balances it out. It doesn't balance it out. Her main strategy is not wrestling, it's distracting you. This is what a Sailor Moon fan's fever dream looks like. Like a guy who grew up watching Sailor Moon. Once he hit puberty, he's like, I'm gonna make my own and it's gonna be better. And, it is.
Chun-Li.
Now, let's begin.
Please don't. Oh, no. Will you please not put your knee in my face? Because I like it. This is probably the best version of Chun-Li. Street Fighter 6 is great, but it's a particular, more somber version of her somehow. This is probably peak Chun-Li, like the indelible, immortalized version of Chun-Li. When you think of Chun-Li, or when you Google the term, this is the picture that should show up. Yeah, would love to get armbarred by her out of 10.
Ryu, go beyond the battle.
Yep, that is Ryu.
Ken.
Hey, I was waiting for you.
And that is Ken.
I'll be on guard.
Now this is the reverse of the Chun-Li situation. This Cammy looks more like a plastic doll compared to Street Fighter 6 Cammy, so I definitely much prefer that version. I don't know, I just have trouble taking this character seriously. Especially in this version, she quickly devolves into MK9 Sonya levels of ludicrousness. She looks like a cosplayer, not like a real military chick, which is weird then, because people who cosplay as Cammy, they're cosplaying as a cosplayer, so it's like cosplayer squared.
Vega.
I'll show you the epitome of beauty.
I know this one, and like this one. Style, personality, cool drip, Wolverine fan, Phantom of the Opera fan. Street Fighter V is already a much more interesting game, visually. Like even all the way up to just here, we've had way more interesting characters than 6, and way less generic ones. This is the kind of guy that girls will say they don't like, because he's so like he's too much. Meanwhile, there's like a full artesian fountain down there, biblical flood about to erupt. Alright, what's the deal with Vega and Bison? I keep hearing about this lore and I don't understand. Like, Vega was Bison, or Bison was Vega initially, or Vega was the big bad? How do you get from this to this? I don't get it. Street Fighter is confusing, man.
Necalli. Strong souls.
Okay, we have a big dumb brute hybrid. This is like a cute little handsome boy crossbred with Akuma. I like the end result, I gotta say. Tarzan speak English? Do you speak in English? This is what Mowgli would grow up to look like if he actually ate some protein instead of sticking to veggies, instead of being a vegetarian and playing with animals all day long. Stop playing with your food. This is another good example, as I've said in previous videos. Even if you have no drip to work with, this guy's fully naked. I assume down there too. But you still have the hair to work with. You have these cool, thick fucking braids that look like anacondas. You have the face, you have the tattoos. This guy looks like he's ready to screw 422 cows in 1 hour. That's the kind of determination we need. Yeah, cool Mowgli.
Guile. Come on.
Moving on.
Kolin.
It seems to be getting chilly.
Russian babe is always a win, I'm sorry. It could be the most generic, tropey, stereotypical outfit, which this is. There's just something about it. Like, even when they did the Cold War skin for Sonya in MKX, I don't like Sonya. Like, the character never did anything for me. But as soon as she put some tall boots on and a ferret on her head, I felt started playing as Sonya a little bit, not gonna lie. The name is a bit of a cock block. Street Fighter with names, man, I swear. Kolin, there's nothing sexy that comes to mind when I think of this name. Colin Firth, Colin Farrell, Colin Sick. She's gonna overheat like mad fighting in that outfit. Very Tekken of her. But yeah, the character's a win.
Allow me a moment to entertain you.
Whoa, they put Epstein in a game. He's doing a lot of good things, good drip and whatnot, but man, that face and that hair, just spell Norwegian hobo or Norwegian homo.
Okay, come on.
Why is my accountant here? Go back to doing my fucking taxes for me. This is probably who the IRS sent to beat you up if you have a typo in your tax form. Middle of the road, moving on. And we've come to what used to be my main, such as she was. I mean, main is a bit much, considering how little I played, but yes, I chose to play Poison for very elaborate technical gameplay reasons that I'm sure would fly over most of your heads. Yeah, I saw hot chick plus whip and said yes. Just literally stop scrolling. There's no need to see everything else. What can I say? I'm a guy of simple taste. She's not even the prettiest. Has a pretty long face. Hair looks like she slept in a washing machine. But the outfit, the perfectly shaped legs, the gloves, and the whip, is just a cool package overall. I'm really into that duo long / Takeda style long range whip type action where you kind of want to keep the opponent away but not too far away, so reasonably close to you because that's where your most effective range is, but just far enough away that they can't get close to you. Like, I don't want you to be here, but I want you to be around, close by, which is how I manage most of my relationships. Yes, we're close, don't touch me. But I like that kind of gameplay because usually you have the up close and personal characters and then you have the far away zoners, and the far away zoning always looks like dreadful, especially to people who aren't initiated, sometimes even for those of us who are initiated. This is a more interesting type of zoning. At least if I understand how you play this character correctly, that's how I played her. Like, you kind of hover in and out of danger, which is hot. It's kind of cool. High risk, high reward. I think that makes it a lot more interesting because you're closer to danger than you would normally be as a traditional zoner. You have to be, but it's also exhilarating. It's really exciting when you pull it off. Anyway, Poison wins, flawless victory, fatality. That's the end of the video. Bye. Okay, fine. Let's give these other asshats a chance.
Seth, come and show me everything that you have to offer.
Akira, let's fight!
Aw, hello little girl. Did you lose your papa?
Let's do it. I'm always ready for a fight.
Wait a minute. I recognize that name. This guy? Is this guy? I mean, they both look okay, but Street Fighter V Luke sure looks a lot better. So many pure Aryans in this game. I feel like a white supremacist. Yeah, he's cool. A typical boxer type, but, I mean, I dig him.
Be my rival, and let's do this!
Bro, look at me when I'm talking to you. He's alright, decent drip. He looks like Street Fighter's attempt at a Tekken character, with the upturned eyebrows and shit. But yeah, another middle of the roader. Nothing offensive, but nothing too distinctive either.
Honda.
Okay, now this Honda looks a lot different than the one I saw previously. The textures, the model, the hair, the tattoos, he's exactly the same. I don't know. He's the poster boy for the big dumb brute race, which is cool, you gotta have some.
Why, thank you. I am the world president.
Oh wow, is this how they thought they were going to cater to the American market? Most people don't even know who Lincoln was. Japanese game makers. We need to talk about stereotyping. Stereotypes are good as long as you put a twist on it or combine it with something else. But if you literally just port a character into your fighting game and all you change is the fucking hair color, that's not going to cut it. When you fucking copy paste a character from one game, or in this case real life, into another game, that's a fucking guest fighter, okay? It's not your fighter. Top G, of course.
Sakura.
Yeah, let's go.
Why does every Street Fighter game have a pair of lost children? Street Fighter went to the nearest park and was like, we need more fighters. You two, come along, come along now. Don't worry about your mother, I'll be your mother now. Come to my big black van. Sakura and Akira. Are these two sisters? That would make a lot of sense.
Instant kill.
Oh great, Ed's here too. Not much to say about him, but I do wonder how the gameplay differs for most of these in 5 compared to 6, so feel free to let me know in the comments.
Let me hear your sweet scream.
Even her fucking outfit is covered in baby oil. Girl, you don't need to try that hard. Like I swiped right as soon as I saw your tongue. I honestly don't know which outfit I prefer from this one or the Street Fighter 6 ones, because they're all cool. They're all pretty much amazing. It's this one.
Quickly on the scene.
She looks nice, a cool outfit and all, but I feel like I've seen this character 50 times before, even though I haven't. Like, just type female ninja on Google and you'll get like a million of these. All of them look the same. If you're gonna go for like a very well-defined trope, then you have to put a spin on it. You have to take it out of its comfort zone and combine it with something else. Otherwise, it's just stock female shinobi. So, meh.
Let me zap you.
Okay, the color is a bit more bold this time, the size is a bit smaller, the upper shelf is even higher. Tits slightly mushed together approaching try-hard zone. Hair on tits adds a modicum of decency. 9.1 out of 10. Also, nice character. Between Laura and Azucena from Tekken, I definitely prefer Laura. And not even because she's hotter, but she looks a little bit less tropey. She looks more like her own character instead of a stereotype. Also, really cool hairstyle. This version of Zangief looks literally like Eddie Hall. If Eddie cosplayed as this character, that video would get millions and millions of views. Yeah, big dumb brute, but somewhat good looking. I remember this chick. This is probably the counterpart to Lily from Tekken. See, I told you, everyone copies everyone. This is like Marvel and DC. Marvel makes a stretchy man, DC has to make their own stretchy man. Very cool outfit, very cool hair. She seems more over the top than Lily, which is kind of appropriate for both franchises. Lily's a bit more sultry and quiet and contained and proper. Meanwhile, Karin laughs in your face when she sees that you didn't pick her up in a Porsche. Gives off more bratty vibes.
Nash. I'll show no mercy.
I remember this Full Metal Alchemist guy too. He's intriguing. First of all, he looks like some handsome Austrian. Everyone's a pure Aryan in this race. I don't know what the deal is with his Frankenstein face, but I'm curious. I never understood sleeveless jackets. Are you cold? Are you not cold? Pick one. Your torso's cold, but your limbs are fine. Anyway, cool character.
Bison. Very good.
I wonder if he would have still grown to be as cool if they picked any other kind of bovine as his name, like M. Buffalo or M. Yak. Oh no, run away everyone, it's Yak. M. Eland, M. Kudu, what else we got here? M. Cattle, M. Boss. Yes! I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss.
Birdie.
I'll eat something after this.
What in the world? Jesus Christ, Street Fighter 5, you're doing so well. Is that mustard on his chest? Is that hair? What in Azazel's ass is this? Be honest with yourself, Street Fighter. This is the character that everyone worked on, that no one wanted to work on. Okay, no one wanted to render this. This is what they liked working on. Not fucking Jabba the Hutt in chains. This is Django chained. This is what post-divorce depression looks like. There's a tiny little glutton demon inside all of us, constantly pushing us towards fast food, and its name is Birdie.
Dhalsim.
This is the path to achieve enlightenment.
Yeah, dual sim still creeps me out. Stretchy old guy groper with a Rasputin beard? No thanks. This was supposed to be a woman! You had one job to do.
How about a double dose of poison?
I can't. No, I can't. Well, okay, he gets points for looking distinctive. I keep yapping about making characters not look generic or tropey or stereotypical. This guy's definitely his own character. I mean, I remembered him. As soon as I saw him, I remembered him from the brief moments I saw him in the character screen back when I played the game. He looks like he was smooshed by a trash compactor, but you definitely remember what he looks like. And if I remember correctly, he looks pretty interesting when he fights too, with a big flowy clothes and hat. Looks kind of like a ghost moving around. Or, you know, your sheets that you left out to dry and they got blown by the wind. Don't worry, man. Of all the generic boxer fighters that I've ever genericked before, I would pick you because of the name. Finally, we got a cool name. Get out of here with your Jake and Bill and Bob and Cecil. Balrog at least sounds threatening. and thus immediately reassuring instead of Clarence.
Urien.
Kneel before me when in my presence!
Okay, I don't like the hair, I don't like the Indian third eye, but other than that, the badass mafioso guy, which I assume this is a win. Kinda reminds me of Kurosawa from Last Bronx. Not necessarily that he resembles him face-wise, but the overall menacing presence is there. So yeah, I like it.
Abigail.
Abigail!
Oh yes, please, more dumb brutes. That's exactly what we need. Abigail. Does he identify as a Mormon's daughter or something? Fucking names, man. Just can't think.
Blanka.
Experience the wild, the hard way!
Okay, this Blanka's cooler. Looks less like a meth addict, like in Street Fighter 6.
I dare you challenge the king.
He says he's the king, and I believe it. Cool, like desert nomad outfit too. Sagat is the bully repellent you wished you had in 5th grade. Yeah, I think he looks even cooler here than in Street Fighter 6.
Lucia.
Start in? I'll take you downtown.
You know, this is kinda generic anime girl, but there are officers that look like that in real life. And I'm always tempted to mess with them, just because I can't take them seriously as police women. Which is a horrible, horrible idea. And I kinda wish that that was this chick's flavor. That no one takes her seriously until she proceeds to elbow their face in and take him downtown. Yeah, I think gender-bent striker is a win. I think she is.
Only half my effort should be enough.
I take it back. Dhalsim is a don compared to this guy. Please, Dhalsim, I'll main you, I'll do whatever you want, just don't leave me with Joe Biden on heroin.
11.
Damn, 11 grew up to be a Michelin man. It's like a giant spearmint gum monster. This looks like the Silver Surfer after another Silver Surfer split his skull open. This looks like your average hockey match injury, but cool character. Well, my instincts were that I would like 5 better than 6, simply because it has poison in it, but it turns out I prefer 5 just overall. The art style is a bit more pronounced, the aesthetics are nice, the characters look a bit more vibrant, everything is brighter across the board, a lot more of the outfits are a bit cooler, and the roster, just the roster overall is like 60% better and more interesting than in Street Fighter 6. Even some of the ones that I called generic last time look a lot better here. I think Street Fighter thrives when it's this style, when it's bright and bold and poppy, and the overall aesthetic and characters skew more towards a larger-than-life cartoon rather than a realistic 3D rendering thing. So I prefer 5 to 6, but both games look good overall. Top 5 would be Menat, Vega, Mowgli, PC Master Race, and of course, Poison. Though I have to say, Juri and Chun also look probably the best they ever have. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'll go comb my hair for 30 minutes and use Juri's baby-oiled bust as a mirror, and then get arrested by this chick and molested in prison by this chick. Special thanks to Jiggly Puff Puff, Thomas Marshall, Serhi Hrishin, Clocks, Juan Bautista Cortez, as well as my other members for being irresponsible enough with their spending to support the channel.